Messages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, just about 5 minutes after 11 o'clock, I remember a time when somebody said to me, "Have you ever tried the Facebook?" And I said, "What is the Facebook?" Well, that was my introduction into social media. And since then, I'm still geeky at it, and I have no idea really what I'm doing. But I've posted a lot of pictures of waffles. I'm really good at the waffle post. Yeah, it's a selfie with a waffle. So anyway, in the course of doing the radio show, we've said, we should do a Facebook page for this. We should do a Facebook page for that. So now I've got like a dozen, maybe.
Yeah, I would think so.
Facebook pages, and I tried to get rid of them. I don't even know how to get rid of them.
Yeah, we have to ask.
No, but I tried, and they don't go away.
Yeah.
You do it, they don't go away. Jennifer Jolly is on the phone. She might be able to help me. She's an Emmy Award-winning consumer tech journalist. She's going to give us some ideas on how to spring clean our social media. I can't wait to hear about this. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning.
Where are you? Where are you calling from?
I am calling you from the passenger seat of a car in Oakland, California. My daughter is taking herself to school. I would love to say I'm taking my daughter to school, but actually she's just driving herself at this point. She's 17, so
so she's working toward her driver's license. Oh my gosh. Okay, you okay?
Exactly. So yeah.
Are we okay doing the interview on the phone here? On the while you're driving?
Absolutely. I wanted. Yeah, well, because she's driving, so it's fine.
Okay.
You might hear me say, "Hey, watch that stop sign" or something, but
Okay.
All right. Now you just told us something about your You just told us something about your personal life. Does your daughter at 17 use different social media than you might use? And we're probably older than you. We're 63. So, I mean, I use Facebook. Does that tell you we're old right there? Just knowing that by itself?
Well, I use Facebook as well, so I'm old as well.
Does she use Facebook? Does your daughter use Facebook?
My daughter does not. She uses Instagram, which is a Facebook-owned property. A lot of people don't realize that, but she uses Instagram and Snapchat, and she does use both of those. She is not, I think, by nature of having me as her mom. Maybe that helps, or she's just kind of miserably scrutinized about all of her use. She doesn't. She's not sucked in and tuned out to it. She's not at all prisoner to social media or even to being connected into the internet. And so I don't know how that's happened, with having a tech reviewer mother, but we're lucky that way.
Well, the big question, have you or
a lot of balance.
Have you or has she ever seen that photo of my waffles? Because they're really nice.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. We have a famous chicken and waffles place here in Oakland, and I cannot wait to see. I mean, waffle, can't wait.
You talk about clearing the clutter on your social media pages. How do we do that?
Well, I mean, it is really overwhelming, and I'm going to help you get rid of your pages, hopefully. But, most of us will spend more than 5 years of our lives scanning social media. So it's as critical of a place. That's actually more time than we spend over our lifetime in our own bathrooms or in our own garages or kitchens. So over time, clutter builds, whether it's outdated passwords, pages you don't use anymore, dormant accounts. And as in the case of everything that's happening with Facebook right now, awareness as to what you're sharing and with whom and how you can take control of it. All of that gets kind of spun out of control after a while.
Well,
the first step is critical to spring clean these accounts.
So, I was kind of worried when I was listening to Mark Zuckerberg talk to Congress. I was praying to God that my waffles didn't come up. So, what? So what do we...
And luckily they did not. Yeah.
And speaking of Mark Zuckerberg, you also talk about privacy checkups.
That's right. So the first step to spring cleaning any social media channel that you might use or any social media outlet that you might use is to go through and ditch those old pages and groups that maybe were important a decade ago but aren't anymore. And I don't know if you've ever heard of spring or cleaning guru Marie Kondo, but I tackle my social media very similar to how she tackles cleaning your house. So you hover over each page, each group, each friend, and you decide whether it sparks a joy in your life, in your online or your real world. And if the answer is an immediate no, or even a mild, not so sure, then you can unfollow, snooze, hide, or go all the way and unfriend them. And then to do this yourself, and this is posted on my website, but to do this yourself, you click those little buttons, those 3 little dots in the top right of any post in your newsfeed, and you select those options. And then you can undo that if you change your mind down the road.
Okay, so how do we get rid of all those old? Because we did
Facebook pages.
We set up Facebook pages let's say we had a fundraiser 2 years ago, 3 or 5 years ago, even. They're still there. We don't use them, and I've done what I thought I needed to do to get rid of them, but they don't go away.
You know, and you mentioned the privacy and security, so I'm going to walk you through a little bit of that, and then we're going to go back to your specific question. So, for security settings, if you're on a desktop computer, you click the little question mark in the upper right-hand corner, and you go down to privacy shortcuts. From there, you follow their curated list, and you customize everything that you want to, including who can see your stuff, who can contact you, and more. And then you go back to that privacy checkup. You scroll down to apps. That lets you review all the third-party apps. You can edit each one, delete any that you don't want anymore, and then the third part of that is your ad preferences, which helps you manage the ads that you see on Facebook. So again, all these ways to really clean out your own social media is on my website. But to get rid of the pages, you can hide a page. You can delete a page. And I might have to call you back on that if it doesn't work the first time. Delete your page.
Right.
As you need to be the admin of the page. If you're an admin, you click settings at the top of the page, and that's usually settings is right next to that little question mark. It can be that little arrow that points down.
Yeah.
You go to general, and you click remove page.
But you have to be on the page to do it, right?
Simple. You have to be an administrator of that account to do it.
Okay. So, and you said
yes, at the top of the page.
So there's a spring cleaning website we can use?
Well, you can go to my general website, which is Techish, TECHISH.com.
I was just there.
And, it's hard to follow along with these steps. And all of these steps are on there.
Okay.
And I don't have one titled exactly spring cleaning. I will post that one today. But every single thing to go through and clean out and clear up all the clutter in your Facebook, your Instagram, and your Twitter they're all right there on Techish.
Wow. Okay. So I just went to your site. In fact, I was there not knowing this was your site because I looked up your name and somehow this came up. Okay. So this is where I start. Techish.com. That's pretty good. So what are the social media sites that are relevant nowadays?
Well, Instagram is incredibly relevant. It's a beautiful, more carefully curated kind of masterpiece of a website. Twitter is still completely relevant. LinkedIn has really gone from being a professional social media site, just really for finding jobs and letting the world know what your job you're in, to being a little bit more of a media company and sharing more news and specific media. So those sites are very relevant. And then Snapchat for the youngsters. I have to admit, I will never use Snapchat. The way I tried, I signed up for it. I tried. My daughter taught me a lot about it. It's just not my thing. But that is incredibly relevant to the younger generations.
Really? Wow. I don't even think I've ever tried Snapchat. That's the one that looks like a ghost?
You have to have your children or your grandchildren show you how to use it. It's not intuitive at all.
All right, I get the point.
I mean, it's cool to put little, pictures over it like that artificial, reality, those layers over your pictures and stuff. But,
Oh,
yeah,
that's that one. Okay, I know what you mean. Yeah. Well, this is fun. Okay, so you gave us a great website. Your website is techish, right? TECHISH.com.
Yes.
And it looks like
Yeah, I'm also a columnist for USA Today, and we are among the entire USA Today team. If you go to usatoday.com and click on tech, we are covering the heck out of all of this there as well.
Wow, that's amazing.
Amazon's Echo Spot. I'm curious about these things too. Okay, I'm going to look. I'll be. You just have a new fan right now with me. Well, hopefully,
Great.
tell your daughter drive safely. And how's the traffic where you are? You okay?
Yeah. It's pretty good going the direction we're going. It's piling up going into San Francisco. So luckily we're reverse commute to her school. So
oh my God.
We're doing well.
Oh
and
my-
it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day out here on the left coast.
On the left coast. Jennifer Jolly, thank you so much for being on the air with us today. That was fun.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
Automax Ocala. Compare nearly all makes and models. Honda, Toyota, Nissan, Kia, Ford, Chevy, Dodge. Go to AutomaxOcala.com right now. Every vehicle is clearly marked on the window with the low outlet price. No gimmicks, no commitments. This truly is your car shopping experience. Test drive Automax.com. Get 2.9% interest with no payment for 90 days with fast approval and credit approval. See